All right, hello. Welcome to your week 2 announcement. I just wanted to provide a couple of updates for you, but then also just kind of walk through what's out there for your week 2 materials before you submit those on their due date. So real quickly, I just want to let you know that everything from your week 1 has been graded, so you can now go out into your grade center and take a look at that and verify that, again, what you thought you submitted has been actually accounted for and graded. If there's a 0 for something, definitely reach out and let me know so that I can try to correct that for you. And then just verify, again, that everything was taken care of. You probably heard me mention, you saw it in the announcement here, that that little extra credit assignment isn't going to be due until your week 2 material, so you can certainly go back and still access that if you would like to. You don't have to. It's just extra credit, but just know that that will be due with your week 2 material. So if you are planning on taking care of that, just make sure that you do start working through that. So like I mentioned in class, remember you can navigate over here on the left-hand side. So your weekly checklist does walk you through those things that you need to take care of for your week 2 deadlines. So please make sure that you go out and take a look at that. So you will start reading from the text. You have a couple chapters there that you need to complete. That's pretty normal to have. I would say on any given week, you're probably going to read 30 to 40-ish pages. So just know that. You have your discussion board questions that are largely centered around the information that you read in those chapters. So we start talking about really thinking about where is corn making an appearance. So I ask you to go into your pantry or the next time you're at the grocery store, think about what's in that item, right? So look at the ingredients, see if you can find high fructose corn syrup, see if you can find xanthan gum, see if you can find corn within its whole form, cornstarch, corn syrup. Like, you're gonna figure out that there's corn and a whole lot of things. I ask this question centered around corn as a culture. We talk about the Mexican culture and how their diet, 40% of their calories consumed is corn, and talking about what you think is interesting centered around that. And then this history of corn. So I always appreciate, especially the foodie in me, kind of that historical context. And then we move into the farm. So we talk about what farms looked like 100 years ago. And we'll talk about this in class. We'll talk about, how they look now compared to 100 years ago, and just chat through some differences there. And then this concept of the Naylor curve is covered right towards the end of chapter 2. And I really want you to just take some time thinking about what that means and how it impacts farmers. So one of the things in chapter 2, we talk about how farms used to look. We talk about this decline in people who want to be engaged in agriculture and farming. So I did put this little short, very, very short NPR article out there. You just listen to it. It's just over 3 minutes. And then you have a quick little quiz about that. So you'll click here to launch that quiz. Very, very simple. There's only a few questions and then a short answer that I'll work through grading for you. Your Let's Connect this week, and really what I'd really like to spend some time focusing on, is largely centered around note-taking strategies. So you'll notice within Let's Connect, we have this connecting with ideas, kind of the instructions for what you're going to need to complete for the week. So I give you some videos here. You certainly don't have to watch all of these videos, but you are going to want to choose one. So if you want to try taking notes with the sketch note, if you want to try to use the Cornell system, if you want to use the sketch note with the actual visual component, I'm giving you lots of different strategies that you can employ for taking notes. Once you've reviewed those videos and feel like you have a good understanding of that note-taking method, you are then going to go out and watch this 26-minute PBS video. Chef Driven is probably one of my favorites, and there's a video here called Beyond the Corn Belt. And so you'll want to click out to that. And it doesn't work through Firefox. You'll have to access it through Chrome, but you'll watch that 26-ish minute video. And so I would encourage you to really think about corn in the context. You kind of visit 3 different little areas and the application of corn within those 3 areas. As you're watching that video, the thing that I like is you're watching it on a computer, so you can start and stop whenever you like, but you're going to be taking notes, utilizing whatever method you decided to use for this assignment. After you've taken your notes, you'll notice here that I'm telling you to take a picture, or if you typed out your notes, you can certainly upload them as an attachment. But you're going to, with that, tell me what sample method you used for those notes. You're obviously going to want to include the notes that you took from that video. And then you also want to take a moment to just talk to me about what you learned in relation to taking notes. So I tell you to come back under this assignment link for the week and actually attach those notes. So when you come back up, there's your Let's Connect note-taking assignment. You'll be able to come in here and attach either that picture, or if you typed those notes out in a Word document, you can attach them that way. Your pre-test is also open for the course. You will notice over on the left-hand side, the pre-test link is open. So if you scroll down, you'll see this little CWI pre-test right here. You'll click that, it'll give you some instructions, and then you'll see the CWI pre-test to go ahead and launch that. So you will want to take care of that this week as well. Remember to pay attention to those week 2 deadlines to ensure that you get everything done that you need to get done for the week. And I will plan on seeing you in class next week to chat about what you learned in relation to week 1 and week 2, because like I said, we're kind of fast tracking some things right out of the gate. So be prepared for that and know that I've pulled some content from your discussion boards to be able to facilitate that discussion. So I look forward to seeing you all. As always, if you have questions, comments, concerns, or needing any help from me, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to assist. Otherwise, I'll plan on seeing you all next week in class. Thanks so much.